Hi everyone, I wanted to thank you for coming to my intro to International Agribusiness Marketing AgBus147 course. Today is really a review of all the things I've been blessed to learn throughout the last semester studying at BYU, Idaho, and I'm really excited to give you guys this information. So the first thing I want to start teaching about is the value chain. This is a sample that you're going to see a little bit later, but I'll talk specifically about the Washington State apple industry. But I want to explain what the value chain is. You can see there are 5 different sections on the top, and that goes from inputs to production, trading, processing, and consumption. And the purpose of the value chain is to really better understand all of the opportunities that there are to add value, to seek ways to improve the process, and to look for differentiation and business marketing opportunities. When we consider a value chain, we're able to consider everything that's involved and then build from there. Another really helpful tool is a map matrix. That's a much more detailed version breaking down actors, inputs, processes that truly allows us to evaluate every small detail in part of a chain. So for example, I've used the Washington State apple value chain as what's depicted here in this graph. And as you can see, starting from inputs, there are seeds and starter trees, plot planning, equipment, land, irrigation, pesticides, sunlight, and fertilizer. Regarding production, what things might you need for a Washington State apple value chain? Well, knowledge, laborers, collection and storage equipment, plants, and harvesting the actual apples. When it comes to trading, what value opportunities are there? Well, there's smallholder suppliers, cooperatives, transportation vehicles, and storage containers. Processing, when you think about what does it take to process some type of value chain, and for this example, again, Washington State apple industry, Q&A programs, equipment and packaging, byproduct, sales, and separation. And finally, consumption. So what opportunities are there? Well, there's wholesalers, retailers, farmers, farmers markets, importing, exporting, and finally the direct consumers, which might range from selling directly or something like a restaurant. The next slide I'd like to talk to you about is the structure of agricultural markets. We studied in week 4 out of week 14 in our courses that really there are a few things that are important to know about the function, structure, and alternatives in agricultural marketing. So the functions really include transportation, storage, and processing. We know that agribusinesses handle commodities and sometimes multiple commodities. By looking for product differentiation, we can increase product markets. So what does that mean? Well, if I'm in the apple orchard industry, perhaps I'm looking at apple ciders, apple sauce, apple extract, different ways that I can differentiate my product when maybe we know 20% of fruit agricultural production is lost due to lack of quality standards. Maybe it doesn't look the right way or fit the right appearance-wise standard. So how can we still utilize those byproducts or differentiate that product to make it more interesting? Apple chutneys, where can we go into to improve those profit margins? Another example is structures. Agribusiness firms range in size from one-person farms to food stands and large corporations like Nestle. We all know them. Economic factors affect the processing plant or where a farm is located. Changes in demand and technology affect farms and agricultural relationships. Improvements in seed, livestock genetics. We've seen so many GMO advancements that all work to produce and increase production. Additionally, improvements in storage facilities, machinery, and equipment can overall increase efficiency. One of the really cool things I'm proud of has been the AgRaHer brand that's really working to help create farm equipment that's smaller and more tailored for women. Sometimes the farm equipment that's designed by men is too large to grasp comfortably, to maneuver, and when we're increasing the efficiency of our new technology, we're better able to create stronger production. Next slide is talking about marketing and developing economies. Really, the job here is to assess and benchmark the size and share of this market, collecting net sales for each product and product segment, as well as the competitors in each market.